Okay, we got 3, so definitely someone. So probably Shinya.
Now's our chance.
Okay, Haru will rank up. Oh, okay, I guess Haru's available. Use case max, Takemi will rank up. Shinya will rank up. Over to Chihaya.
What shall we do?
Boop.
Here we go. What do you think?
Okay, Haru and Shinya are the main 2 at this point. Haru's at 4. Shinya's at 5. At 6, you get Cheap Shot. Allows you to use Down Shot 3 times per infiltration. I actually would like to get that by the time we go to the palace. That shouldn't be too difficult. But I know that realistically I'm going to just completely forget to use it, but 3 times instead of 1 at least lets me use it multiple times. And you going to 5 gets us Bumper Crop. Actually, that is one of the better things you can get for her, so that is quite useful. And vegetables will be ready on the 9th, so getting that beforehand would be good. I completely forget if it is retroactive or not, like if we'll get the extra carrots for the current crop or not. So, good test, possibly. Kali, boop. Over to the school rooftop. There we go. Out. Secret. Hang out.
Thank you.
Oh, I know. Why don't we try it at Big Bang Burger for a change? Wow, the coffee here is ass! I looked into Takakura-san, but I didn't manage to find very much beyond those initial rumors. Several people I asked said that he often complained about my father. But just as many seem to say the exact opposite. One side has to be deceiving me, right? I'm honestly suspicious of everyone at this point. Somebody's telling the truth.
Yes.
I see. If there are 2 contradictory stories, one of them has to be right. Not necessarily, but kind of, I guess. I suppose I'll need to learn the truth of the matter myself.
To be honest,
Takakura-san has been pushing the marriage particularly hard lately. He says it will help provide vital backup for myself and Okamura Foods. How? Both in public and in private. How? He even started asking Sugimura-san into important company meetings. Why? We have a contract. Does this mean it's already too late? Haru, with a good enough lawyer, anything is legal. Is marrying him my only option? Oh, now that I think about it, that may be my best chance to help the employees my father left behind. There has to be another way. You're right. Perhaps I shouldn't give up so easily. Either way, graduation is quickly approaching. I'll need to decide my course of action soon enough. You know, before you came along, I hadn't even considered not going through with this marriage. I believed I would simply marry the man my father had chosen and let the rest of my life pass me by. I wonder what would have happened if my father didn't have a palace. Would I have just resigned myself to the fate he had made for me? If your father didn't have a palace, he probably wouldn't be making your fate for you. I don't think so. Rin-kun.
thank you.
You always know how to make me feel better. Honestly, though, things would have been far worse for me if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves. Plus, I would never have had anyone to talk to like this. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, please tell me. I want to help you as much as I can. I can sense Haru's trust in me. Bumper crop.
All right.
I hope someday I can just look out at the sea with a nice cup of coffee and forget about all of this. And I hope you'll be there with me, Renkun. We can forego the elephants, though, don't worry.
Now, shall we return home?
Hello? This is Renkun, right? Don't you call me out? Yeah, you definitely call me after, like, every meeting. Yes. How do you not have my name saved as its number by this point? I wanted to apologize for all the weird stuff I said earlier. This conversation doesn't feel like it connects to what we were just saying, or what we were just talking about. You know how I talked about how things would have been better if I hadn't joined the Phantom Thieves? Once I started to imagine that again, this powerful fear came flooding back. Pinch yourself. Ah, yes, I've read about that in a book. The idea is to simply pinch my cheek very hard. Ow! Yes, that hurt. Ow! 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 So this is all real then. And so I'm indebted to you once again. I'll have to work hard so I can repay you. Sorry if I worried you. Okay, see ya!
You're back.
You think the culprit could be someone at school? That seems somewhat sudden. I mean, didn't they find a calling card in Principal Kobayakawa's office? I thought you had suggested that idea yourself, Yusuke. That was just a generalization. But if Mako-chan noticed what was going on with you guys, someone else might have as well, too, whatever. So you think that someone else is trying to frame us? What's gotten into you so suddenly? Nothing has gotten into me. I just think there's a chance the culprit is related to Shujin. You might be right. What is all this about? It's too soon to be jumping to conclusions like this. There's no conclusion there, though. It's just a possibility. Well, I was hoping to hear a professional opinion on the matter. What are your thoughts, Akechi-kun? The possibility is not zero, but it does seem a bit unlikely. Why do you ask? What? What? Why did she say that? A normal person would never do such a thing. They would have no reason to callously murder your principal. And what if they weren't normal, you know? Like someone who would murder someone? Are you implying they kill for the sheer pleasure of it? Or because the principal annoyed them because they were a student at the school, and so a non-rational person capable of murder would be more willing to go to extremes more easily? No, not like that. What I mean is you need certain special abilities to navigate through that world, yes? Ah, so you're saying the culprit is a persona user? Yes. I see. How perceptive. Truthfully, I was considering that possibility myself. But it is still difficult to think they have ties to Shujin Academy. Why? There would be no motive for them to carry out such a cruel plot. I'm of the opinion that if you are the kind of person who is willing to commit murder, then you are willing to be more violent than the average person. So you would view murdering the principal as maybe it took time and build up, but if you hated him enough, if you are willing to murder, then he would be a target you would be willing to murder because you're a student of the school. Clearly our culprit is acting behind the scenes to accomplish some grand objective. He likely has accomplices. It is even possible that he is being controlled by someone. Controlled? By whom? If we knew that, I do not think we would be in this much trouble. I see, so even someone like you doesn't know, Akechi-kun. Looks like our genius detective looks like our genius detective is not so much of a genius after all. Harsh as always. If there is one thing I know, it is that the culprit behind all of this is extremely shrewd. But do not worry, I will catch him no matter what it takes. I'm looking forward to it. More importantly, we need to focus on changing Sai-san's heart for the time being. If we cannot do that, everything we have done will be for naught. We absolutely must succeed here.
He's right. If we get caught now, all our hard work will amount to nothing. We really have to pull this off.
Yo,
Another box came for you.
Hey!
Ointments.
Oh!
Okay, looks like Oya's probably available. Next. Available. Confidant. Oya's at 8. And Hifmi's at 9. They're both available regularly enough that I can probably afford to keep going to Oya for now. And let's go ahead and put Kaukami on armor duty because we can at least sell the armors. Oh, sorry. Meant to go here.
Oh!
They're there.
Okay.
Yeah, that was some of the last stuff we got. Up.
Hi!
Up to here, over to you.
Oh, honey.
I gotta talk to you about Kaio's case. It's important. Do you have a minute? Wait. Decline.
Oh yeah?
I meant to save before that. Now. Yes.
Thanks.
Stop standing and sit down.
Hey!
I went to see Kaio the other day. She's gotten so skinny, she looked almost like a stranger. She wouldn't say anything either. I think she had a mental shutdown, is it called? You report on the Phantom Thieves constantly. You would know what a mental shutdown is. Are you okay? Yeah, but I was expecting it to be bad, but it was still pretty jarring seeing her in person. Her doctor said that they found her collapsed in the street just about a year ago now. She'd been wandering along the coast without any belongings, so the director's wife took her in. Director of the mental hospital, I assume. Is there any hope of recovery? All we can do is pray. Either way, Kaio is still a suspect, so bringing her back here would just put her in danger again. So we'll never know what happened with that bureaucrat? Not necessarily. I have her hair clip. It looks like an ordinary accessory, but it actually has a miniature camera built inside. Remember that voicemail where she said she had something big? Well, it was all in the hair clip. So then... It was a picture of that bureaucrat's secret meeting. The other party must be the one behind the slush fund. In that party, it was one of Shido's confidants. Shido? You mean the politician? I can't believe someone close to him could be so horrible. Yep, it's pretty clear that confidant was blackmailing the bureaucrat and killed him for not paying up. I think you have more than one picture then, because one picture does not prove all of that. Kaio must have managed to escape, but then ended up suffering a mental shutdown somehow. I'm not sure what could possibly cause something like that, though. In any case, maybe that's why they decided to leave her alive. They underestimated her journalistic talent. That's an amazing story. It would be a huge scoop if you're right. But given the current situation, it's going to be difficult to write an article about it. I wouldn't have Kaio's testimony, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to corroborate her story. Also, you are way too close to her as a source to actually include her information as reliable in the story. I'd get crushed if I tried to take them on without being fully prepared. You're not giving up, are you? Who do you think I am? I'm going to do whatever it takes to pursue the truth. I said I need to be fully prepared, didn't I? It'll just take a while. So then... I've resigned myself to a long battle anyway. I have her photo. Now I just gotta get some solid evidence and lay the groundwork to prove her innocence. I'm going to avenge Kaio. Well then, our deal's over. It'll be too dangerous for you to stick around from here onward. You understand, right? The opposition won't think twice about taking down anyone in their way. I'm sure I'll get targeted, so be safe. You shouldn't come here again. I want to help. Are you serious? You must have nerves of steel.
Jeez, you're really never honest with yourself, Ichiko-chan. You're not gonna find anyone else who listens to you as encouragingly as this guy. You know that, right? It's gonna be a long battle against a tough enemy. You should have him by your side through it.
What?
Wait, it's not like that.
Uh-huh, sure. What about you, kid? You're not about to face the danger ahead, are you? You're not afraid to face the danger ahead, are you?
Of course not. Fine. If you're sticking your nose in this on your own free will, then there's nothing I can do. I'll solve this case on my own, but I appreciate having a friend who's got my back. Alright, let's have a kickoff party. We're gonna break out the champagne tonight.
That'll have to be the cheap stuff. This place isn't classy enough to carry name brands.
I mean, not gonna lie, I kind of associate champagne with being cheap by default. I know it's an entire industry, so that's not exactly fair, but that's kind of how I generally think about it.
Oh, and I'll go grab an oolong tea for the kid.
Man, lamest kickoff party ever. I guess the booze doesn't matter though, it's all about the company. I feel like my bond with Oya is growing deeper. Rank 9.
All right.
I'll go chill a bottle. I'll be back in a bit.
Oya, I do not want to date you.
Hey, hey!
Hey, so why do you do so much for me? I know at first it was for the articles, but you don't have any obligation to stay now, you know? Yeah, at this point it's just because it's a really interesting story, so I want to stick around. You're a journalist. You're basically a professional gossip to begin with. Oh, I know. Did you take me seriously when I told you when I told the chief we were a couple? Jeez, you kids today are so naive. I should choose my words carefully. I'm already in a relationship with another girl. That couple act. I didn't take it seriously. Of course. Thank goodness. Lala, get the Everclear. It would have been way too much trouble to be with a minor. Yes, Oya. Yes, it would. What's taking Lala-chan so long? And what's with the heat? I mean, don't you think it's hot in here? All this heat is making me tired.
See you later.
Bye. Hello, my girlfriend.
Hi!
2 Gilly, 1 old Howry, 1 old Gilly.